he was a... Though the strike from the general was timely, its destruction was also immense. When emanators collide, ordinary people inevitably suffer. But, luckily for them, the dreamscape is my home turf. Thankfully, I managed to get everyone out before the harmonious...
Oh, so that's what happened!
Don't mention it. After all, I wouldn't want to see such precious memories vanish. You're heading to see your friends, aren't you? Would it bother you?
Of course not.
What?
Himeko and Mr. Yang are probably still busy. Let's go look for Don Hung first.
Is that all?
Look, he's still talking to that cowboy.
You're awake. How do you feel?
Well, fork me. You must be that Stellaron they were talking about.
Allow me to introduce him to you. This is Boot Hill. During our pursuit of a certain person, we crossed paths and just so happened to uncover a shocking plot being concocted by Mr. Sunday. Which is why we sought you out, to help the Astral Express save the world together.
No need for thanks. The Galaxy Ranger's principle is correct every injustice one sees. That's how you lot in the Sonho put it, right, Donna?
More...
Wait, hold on a sec. This is the first time I'm hearing about this certain person. Who are you chasing? And why would that lead you to the Express?
Who was it again? Don Hung. Do you remember? No, that ain't it. I just can't seem to recall. Weird. My neurochip hasn't registered any malfunctions.
I can't seem to remember either.
What's...
Heck. Forget about it. If it slipped all our minds...
Yes, when the dust settles, I'll just think of a way to recall it in the memories of everyone. Let's hurry up and look for Miss Himiko, shall we? He's now a minor star on Penacony, and the entire hotel's
You're right. Let's head...
Shaken, not stirred.
Look, they're with the...
That's all right. In these times of conflict for the sake of utmost safety, it is only right that the Alliance steps forward to mediate on behalf of the Astral Express. We must not allow you to take up. Furthermore, despite the IPC's eagerness for success, it prioritizes peace above all. And the family, trapped though it may be, professes a desire for harmony. The Alliance has always won people over with reason. I firmly believe both parties can indeed put aside their differences and come to a peaceful agreement.
The General possesses a deep understanding of the greater good. With the Sonho Alliance mediating, peace for Penacony is within reach.
You flatter me. But ultimately, it's been all down to the Express. Without your efforts, this sweet dream paradise would have been claimed by the last remnants of... Oh, well, would you look at that? Here comes the big hero. Here's the galactic baseballer. The paragon of both heroism and humility.
Are you okay? I heard you couldn't wake up. Are you feeling unwell?
Don't worry, Mr. Yang. There is nothing wrong with him. He practically burned through a lifetime's worth of jokes on the way here. What about you, Mr. Yang? I heard that even Miss Robin wasn't spared. And that guy locked you both...
It's a long story. But at least Mr. Sunday took it easy on us. He used an ability called tuning to connect our consciousnesses with his. In other words, he imprisoned us within his consciousness. Thanks to General Jing Yuan's destruction of the Harmonious Choir, we were able to escape.
He used that tuning on us too. Does that mean that we were almost imprisoned as well?
I can confidently say now, he was truly after a fair fight with us. Had he wanted, he could have easily taken us down, without so much as lifting a finger.
Speaking of the Oak family head, where is he now?
It's complicated, but in a nutshell, the IPC has named him the key figure in the family's Penacony split, citing a threat to cosmic peace. He must represent the family and answer for the unrest caused. The family quickly labeled him and the remnants of the Order as enemies, declaring the turmoil an internal rebellion. This move effectively barred the IPC from intervening.
Everyone really has their own...
Then, what's going to happen to Miss Robin? She and Sunday won't be able to... Why the sigh, General?
I can only say that this incident is an unexpected mess for the girl. The Alliance will try to persuade the family to consider this matter carefully. It's time, everyone. The IPC's key members and I have agreed to consult one another before the upcoming negotiation. Do any of you wish to sit in?
Given the General's invitation and the matter's significance to the universe, the crew will naturally accept. However, if the IPC has any reservations...
Why, of course you're welcome. They've mentioned that your team is a trusted ally of the IPC in Penacony, so there's no reason not to welcome you. Besides, if there can be reliable observers from the Astral Express present, discussions will go more smoothly. So, what do you all think?
I'm kind of allergic to those types of situations. I think I'll just head back to my room and start packing.
Not to worry. Himiko and I won't take...
I'm afraid I'll also have to return to the Express first. The conductor is worried about us.
Thank you. What about you?
Great. Although I'm not too sure of the reason. The representatives from the IPC have insisted on his presence. Allow me to lead the way. Follow. The negotiation will commence at the hotel lobby. Everyone, please follow me.
Mr. Aventurine and Miss Topaz are here too. Oh.
It's been a while, my Astral Express friends. I would also extend my sincere thanks to you, General of the Luofu. The presence of everyone here assures that the talks will likely reach a conclusion that satisfies all sides.
Oh. Looks like everyone has come with expectations. Care to share?
Of course. Topaz, if you please.
Sure, leave it to me. In summary, it's good news. After much deliberation from the Strategic Investment Department's Council, the absolute majority of members have agreed to the following resolutions. In light of long-term considerations for interastral peace, and by authority of Pierpoint HQ, the Strategic Investment Department, on behalf of the Interastral Peace Corporation, will permanently relinquish its claim on Penacony sovereignty and offer unconditional support of the family's rebuilding efforts on Penacony.
Now that's something.
If that's what it takes to bring peace to the entire universe, it's a price I'll gladly pay.
Has the IPC finished sharing all its thoughts? Then it's our turn. The Guild, much like the Genius Society, has taken a keen interest in the recent calamity in Penacony. Ultimately, both parties have agreed to a comprehensive collaboration, offering technical support for the reconstruction. The floor is yours for the finer points, Mr. Scrumum. Enlighten us, please.
Organic life's unrelenting search to understand the realm of inner spirituality is something I both admire and envy. Inorganic life has no mechanism to evoke dreams. Every time, within the realm of imagination, there emerges a fire from the shadows. It is warm, bright. Alas, they are nothing. After deliberation.
Not only that, we've also established contact with the Garden of Recollection through the IPC. I'm truly happy for the Dream Chasers on Penacony. The cosmos is...
Agreed. It's hard to imagine members of the Genius Society taking an interest in such mundane research. Never mind. At the end of the...
No wonder everyone insisted that he be there.
It heartens me to learn that everyone is willing to put aside their differences for Penacony's plight. I trust that everyone will surely reach consensus in the upcoming negotiation. Looks like Penacony's future is decided. I'm wondering...
Peace is our greatest wish.
Well, that's good. Now that everyone's minds are at ease, I shall take my leave. You may now depart with peace of mind.
If that's the case, it appears that we have nothing else to worry about on Penacony. Looks like it's time for us to embark on it.
Sounds good to me.
You two head back to the Express first. I'll pick up March and deal with the checkout procedure. Oh, also, Miss Black Swan, you have a matter to discuss with me, yes?
Nothing escapes you.
You've been with us this whole time, huh? In any case, he and I will be waiting for you in March on the Express. Let's go. Our time on Penacony has come to a fruitful end.
Penacony's journey ends here.
This is all due to your heroic deeds in Penacony.
Well, seems the dust is finally settled, no? Well done, friend.
I am truly happy for the Dream Chasers on Penacony. The cosmos's brightest and, let's admit, dimmer intellects are now at their service.
Looks like everyone's present. Let the navigation meeting commence then!
This a meeting to decide our next stop? How we doing this? By show of hands.
Hold your horses, cowboy. It's for those to decide.
Allow me to explain. Mr. Boothill and Miss Black Swan submitted a request to temporarily travel with the Express for their own personal reasons. As you all may know, the Astral Express never declines any passenger whose heart yearns for the distant stars. Therefore, they will be traveling with us for a while until they reach their destinations.
Whoa, the Express is going to be much livelier now. But, Miss Black Swan, you better not use...
Understood.
Don't!
All right. Now that everyone's met everyone. Firstly, Pom-Pom wishes to thank everyone. If it weren't for you all unearthing the truth about Penacony, Pom-Pom would have never known where Mikhail and the rest had gone. What they had to go through was regrettable, but I reckon they all fulfilled their wishes. And it was thanks to all of you. Now then, we come to the crux of this navigation meeting. We must decide on the Express's... The first choice is from Himiko, the oceanic planet of Lushaka, a planet composed entirely of water. Many aquatic races reside there. Of course, it's also the home planet of the venerable, nameless... The second choice is the agate world Melustanen, suggested by Welt. It's famed as one of the initial sites of the Stellaron disaster, and the place where the beauty Idrilla ascended. Today, it's celebrated as a planet of undying allure. The third choice is Edostar, A planet nestled within a vast ion storm region, currently under assault by the Antimatter Legion. However, the distress signals from there have recently ceased, prompting the IPC's wish for us to check in on the situation. The last choice, courtesy of Black Swan, is the glass belt Petravia, a massive belt of asteroids that was turned to glass.
Ooh,
Next up, everyone will select the destination.
This trip to Penacony has allowed me to see another side of the Stellaron disaster. In terms of symbolism, the state of the dreamscape bears a striking resemblance to the agate world. Visiting it might deepen our understanding of this.
That makes sense. If that's the case, I vote for the agate world too.
I personally think the situation on Edo Star might be more urgent. As Nameless,
March is right. Though the fact that the distress signals have ceased means we're probably too late. But I still think we should...
3 votes for the agate world. Looks like we have a winner! Next stop, the agate world! Then this navigation meeting is adjourned. When it's time to make the jump, Pom-Pom will...
There's still some time before the jump. What should I do?
Oh, you're here. Seeing your reflection among the stars, how about it? This journey of beautiful dreams. Ah, such an intense emotion. Makes you So, how about you hand that small parting gift back to me? Oh? I just stumbled upon a particularly fascinating spot in your memory. Before I explain, I would like to apologize to you. This farewell gift I gave you isn't really... Remember when we entered the hotel in the dreamscape for the first time? And This way, I can always be attuned to your location. But this is not its most... Light cones are slices of light used to encapsulate solidified phenomena. It can etch your memories in their most vivid. All the world is born from the power of mind and soul. And life, seemingly vast, offers but a scant memory is a reflection of the future. And that memory will be as... Precisely. But do you know the reason is simple? In this grandiose and ostentatious dream of the families... Patience, my friend. Turn around and take a look at your friends. Every one of them is reveling at the arrival of their next destination. I'm looking for an opportune time. A time when you're totally at ease. How about one fine night? I will prepare the candles, aromatics, and even a cushy couch to create a cozy dreamland for you. And then, I will tell you the answer in the form of a little bedtime story to look.
Hi! Hello! The Express is about to make the jump!
It looks like we're finally about to set off. That's right. As a small token of compensation for playing that little trick on you with the empty light cone, I will gift you with some words. They hold great significance to me. Life is akin to a winding labyrinth where memories serve as our sole companions. You'll remember these words dearly. Well, in the year 2158 of the Amber Era, the first year of the new epoch, the universe resumed its intended trajectory. The kindling of conspiracy smoldered in Penacony, the land of the dreams. Failing to erupt into a blaze, it instead flickered briefly on Klapoth's anvil, before vanishing in the blink of an eye. The dead and those fated to die remain in their eternal slumber, while the living find solace in deep sleep. All clamored in a cacophony of silence, and then went about their own ways. The cosmos emanated a vitality characteristic of a new era, all for the modest price of a brother and sister's mild grief. Babies are born as stars extinguish. The silver rail unfolds. The story of the Astral Express comes to a close, yet it also embarks anew. Time marches forward, heralding the arrival of a new chapter in the history of trailblazing expeditions. Countless shooting stars streak the sky tonight. If you can pick the right one, it will get you're feeling very relaxed now. It's time to tell you a little bedtime. Well, let's start with a conclusion. The crew was defeated in the battle against Sunday. Everyone in Penacony failed, and no one survived. But don't panic. The truth, as horrifying as it may be, is not yet irreversible. There's still a glimmer of hope, and that's why I'm here. Next, I'll use this empty light cone that carries all your memories to relive everything that happened before. And when this story reaches its end, I'm sure someone as clever as you will notice that. There's a major flaw in the story you have experienced. Yet, within that flaw lies a glimmer of hope. Are you ready for it? Do you remember everything? When the clock turned back, the Express started a warp jump, sending you to a strange dream. You were bewildered back then, and then a Galaxy Ranger named Acheron showed you a way out. When you arrived at the Reverie Hotel, you met the doorman Misha and had a confrontation with Aventurine, an IPC representative. Thankfully, after that, you saved Firefly and explored Penacony together. During the tour, you ran into Sparkle disguised as Sampo and accidentally entered a child's dream. There, I rescued both of you from death, but Firefly didn't return to reality. She realized the truth and tried to involve you in her plan. The 2 cases of death prompted you to investigate the truth behind the sweet dream. Despite your efforts to gather information about the 2 victims, you didn't make much progress. But you did learn about the watchmaker from Gallagher. Meanwhile, Aventurine was secretly carrying out his scheme, in which you were one of the pawns. In the midst of a fierce battle, Acheron revealed her true identity as an emanator of the Nihility and unsheathed her sword. That strike foiled Aventurine's plan and opened a passage between the sweet dream and the original memory zone. Upon your arrival at Dreamflux Reef, you learned the truth that death was actually dormancy, as well as the truth about the dreamscape, the Stellaron, and the bellboy, Misha. You split up with Sunday and Robin, looking for a way to seal the Stellaron. However, it turned out that Sunday and the Dream Master had their own hidden agenda. And you had to engage in an ultimate duel on the stage of the Charmony Fest. Finally, the story reached its conclusion. You emerged victorious, with the Trailblaze triumphing over the Order, and Penacony embracing a bright and peaceful future. This marks the end of the thrilling journey in Penacony. The major flaw, which contradicts all the known information, hides in this story. Little Misha. Or should I call him the Watchmaker? He's only a segment of memory in a dream bubble, but his ambition for the Trailblaze led him to leave the bubble and embark on a grand adventure in Penacony. While Misha is a rather special Memory Zone meme, and he was granted power by the Trailblaze, there's still one thing that he shouldn't be able to do. A life born in the Memory Zone could never manifest in reality. So, why did he appear in the Reverie Hotel in reality? The answer is simple. He is the one fatal flaw that contradicts all our known information. This means that you, who wholeheartedly believe in this memory, are still trapped in the dreamscape at this very moment. Wake up, sleepyhead. Break free from this eternal dream and return to the real world. We'll find our answers there.
The train is about to make the jump. 5, 4, 3, 2...
This way, darling.
Not another one. Thank you so much, Black Swan.
Finally, I can breathe a sigh of relief.
I understand you must be confused, and we'll do our best to shed light on the situation. However, before that, it's essential to know that this place is the rift between dream and reality. A place reserved only for those who have awakened from Enna's dream.
Do you remember Sunday's ambitious plan? He intended to harness the power of the Stellaron, the collective will of over 100,000 Oak family members, and the desires of everyone in Penacony to usurp the harmony and restore the order.
Unfortunately, it didn't stop there. From the early days of our journey into Asdana, we were already affected by the Stellaron. That strange dreamscape where we met. Maybe it was a sign that your thoughts were beginning to drift away. I don't think the goal of the Order was to put everyone into a deep sleep. Quite the contrary. They used the Stellaron to catalyze the leakage of Asdana's memoria into the material world, allowing the dreamscape to blend with reality. And that included a lot of memoria from the Beyond the Sky Choir. As time came and went, the dreams eventually became indistinguishable from reality, and reality became an illusion. People think they are awake, but their spirits have long since stepped into the Temple of Order.
This is what makes Anna's dream so powerful. In this paradise governed by the Order, everyone indulges in their delightful dreams and lives happily ever after. I believe what you experienced in the sweet dream, except for that flaw, was real. Only in this way could you reach the destination, lifting the crisis in Penacony and embarking on your next trailblazing expedition. If it wasn't for Acheron's plan, we might have been trapped in this dream forever.
Fortunately, while the path of the Order governs all things, it can't affect the Nihility. I came to realize this when the Dream Master tried to expel me at any cost.
This is also why you felt a sense of peculiarity when traveling with her. Well, I'm not as fortunate as she is. Even if I'm a memo keeper, I was still influenced by the power of the Order and fell into hallucinations. However, thanks to your memories, now we still have a chance to turn the tide.
For mortals, even if they possess the great power of a path, they can't create a flawless world like gods do. That's why there was a flaw in your dream. In other words, once you have realized the world is not real, you'll have a chance to break free from the dream.
The flaw in your dream lies within Misha, who could have never appeared in reality. When I turned the pages of your memories, I realized that I was in an illusion too.
Now Sunday has usurped the power of the Harmonious Choir through the Charmony Festival. Asdana has thus fallen into Anna's dream, transforming everyone equally into the notes of the Aeon. Failure doesn't mean weakness. Only the strong can gather the will to resist the Order and try to break free. We still have a chance, though. To make it happen, please, Black Swan, guide us to those with a strong will.
All right, please come with me.
These people are...
They're the ones who accept Anna's dream and indulge in their happy illusions. We have no means to wake them up now. Not even your clockwork will do the trick. However, there are still other things we can do. Let's keep going. Stream forth, the gleam of Stream forth, the gleam of old blades.
Here we are.
Finally, you've arrived.
Let me introduce you to Robin. She woke up from Anna's dream by her own will, and it's this tough lady who led us here with her song.
I woke up for the same reason as all of you. In the dream, I experienced something that could never occur in reality.
Are we going to lock it up in a cage? I want...
Without us, this bird would be too fragile to survive.
No, but...
Then let's take care of it together until it can...
Huh?
Birds have wings because they're meant to fly. Birds belong.
The illusion was so impossibly blissful, and this is our final hope. Anna's dream is founded upon the harmonious choir. Namely, everyone's shared wishes. At present, it has become impervious due to people's desire to remain slumbering within the dream. We must make everyone in Penacony want...
Now comes the tricky part. Humans yearning for sweet illusions border. Therefore, I carefully selected a moment where he was completely unguarded, guiding him to uncover the truth himself, to make him regain his consciousness. However, to wake up everyone in Penacony and get them to share the same determination, that...
Indeed. I'm afraid it's almost as difficult as resurrecting an Eon.
But we can't just stay here and do nothing.
This is a critical moment for the whole universe. Who cares about some dumb number?
Thanks to Black Swan.
You're welcome. And thanks to the memo keepers in Penacony, too. I believe your partners have also awakened from their dreams.
This is the first step of our plan. With the assistance from the Garden of Recollection, those who possess a strong will, like you, will gradually awaken from the dream. These free wills are the discord that will sway Anna's dream.
However, awakening a mere handful of individuals is insignificant compared to the vast number of people immersed in the dream. We must find other ways to awaken the free will of millions of people within a short period of time.
If breaking through from the inside proves challenging, we can seek assistance from the outside. We've long been aware of a potential solution. Asdana is a galaxy known for its abundant memoria and the remarkable phenomenon known as synesthesia dreamscape. When people first enter this place, they often find themselves and others sharing a collective dream. At this very moment, there is only one dream encompassing the entire Asdana system.
So, you mean, if we can attract a large number of outsiders to this system, their free will would intertwine with this dream and shake it to its core.
However, those outsiders might also succumb to the dream and become the foundation of the Order instead. The real challenge is, how can we...
Looks like the Jade Kiss of Allying Oath will be the only solution.
No. No need for that. Keep your once-in-a-lifetime treasure. We don't need to bother the Cienjo Alliance for such a tiny request. You want thousands of people with unwavering free will? Just leave it to us, Galaxy Ranger.
You can gather Galaxy Rangers?
Outsiders may see Galaxy Rangers as elusive and disconnected individuals, and actually, they're right. And that's why we have a tacit understanding among us. Do you know what it is, Acheron?
It's the relic I returned to you.
Exactly. Its owner must have told you that it's meaningless to anyone other than a Galaxy Ranger. And that it can only fulfill its purpose when returned to its rightful owner. Because It's a burial artifact, worthy only of a hero who has served the Galaxy Rangers with honor. When its light illuminates the universe, it means the fall of a hero. And in the direction it falls, countless meteors will streak across the sky. Those meteors are Galaxy Rangers, coming from all corners of the cosmos, driven by a shared purpose, without questioning the cause or counting the cost. Because we abide by a bottom line. The shooting stars of the hunt only descend on the longest night. And with them comes the dawn. We've stayed silent for far too long. Now, it's time to remind all the cowards, oppressors and villains of the universe of our presence. I'll be the one to ignite the first spark.
Once the dreamscape is swayed, I'll complete the second. It's true that their path of happiness, this includes my—
Your plan sounds well conceived, but still, it appears somewhat.
I agree with you, Black Swan. That's why the most critical aspect of this plan is not to convince, but to inspire them to save them.
So, you're the key in the end.
The Harmonious Choir possesses the power of an emanator. To overcome it, you'll need the same level of power. The final step in destroying the sweet dream will be my responsibility.
That's a relief to hear.
Now that our roles are assigned, let's get to our battlefields and pose a grand finale.
May I have a moment alone with you? There's one more thing I need to explain to you. This grand festival is drawing to its close. This is the starting point for the ultimate stage of our journey. I have faith in you. However, before we depart, there is one more thing I must tell you. There's something you should know. We were able to locate you within this boundless dream and find the key to breaking free from the dream. All because of one person's unwavering Firefly. She awakened from the dream ahead of others, discovered the Express amidst the stars, and brought us valuable information about the remnants of the Order. She may have been aided by the script, and it came at a cost. As you know, Firefly is a stowaway who entered the dreamscape in a different way from ours. We mustn't fail her determination. I'm not implying that we must win this fight no matter what, but our resolve should match that of that courageous lady. Are you ready? Very well.
How long?
If I remember correctly, unwavering Debussy.
But it's...
I know.
So, why did this rain?
Because someone's mortals who walk the paths are like sailors on a past ocean. And for some, their presence sin-thirsters. The obsessions of the Pathstriders. They emerge from the depths of Ix. Seeing them, they emerge from the nihility and head toward it, leading purposeless lives. However, they have journeyed with me for such...
Oh, so this is...
Yes. This is my duty as the Watcher of the Acheron. I'm guarding the path to the abyss of the nihility, guiding every soul reluctant to become one with it. Back to this side.
But if this is what the departed ones expected...
I don't know. But someone once told me that when the inevitable moment came, he hoped someone would stand at his grave and place...
Even if it doesn't make sense.
Some tasks have to be done, even if they are pointless. Please extend your hand. I'll carry your wish with me and fulfill it. Only then will I be able to put an end to the final regret by the Dead Sea.
Will I ever see them again?
Yes, that is certain. Because it was you who told me about the Express, your 2 former companions. The expedition cut short by the swarm. Your narrow escape from death. And Penacony. The hometown to which you could never return.
Yeah. For countless times, I got rejected by the family and had to pass it by. But I knew that my companion was still there. Mikhail.
Take my hand and come with me. You'll embark on a long, long journey, shrouded in darkness. That's the color of existence. Follow it, and it'll guide you and illuminate the way out.
Thank you.
May death be the end of your boundless dream, guiding you back to the waking world. Welcome to the horizon. This place is one of the thousands of manifestations belonging to the sleeping and shapeless. Let's bid our final farewell.
Always distinguish between reality and imagination.
Life is akin to a winding labyrinth.
May your schemes be forever concealed.
Anna's dream is too
To the imperfect tomorrow.
I still remember the question on the invitation letter.
Why does life slumber? We don't know the answer yet. But we're about to awaken from this dream. Or perhaps such is the answer itself. Leave this place. Return to where you belong. And awaken Penacony from this dream. As I said, our plan is not about convincing everyone to choose the right path, but about inspiring them to save themselves. The answer is, when they are in desperate situation, like a drowning individual in the deep sea. When one's body and mind bear immense pressure, agony, confusion, and despair will follow. The fragility of humankind often freezes them in their tracks. But in truly desperate situations, they will strive to... It's through this, as for now. It is time to guide them. Not as a savior, but as a nameless among those mortals. In this way, you will reunite in the warmth of the sunlight. The rain is intensifying. Before we part ways, please allow me to ask a few. So far, you have forged unbreakable bonds with numerous individuals and entities in the sweet dream. Might I ask if you fear severing these bonds with your own hands? If there is a vast, lifelike dreamland that is virtually indistinguishable from reality, a realm without death, where everyone can attain the happiness and fulfillment they deserve, living blissfully ever after, I would ask, would you wish to stay? Imagine if this splendid dream were fated to fall apart. Friends, family, strangers, everyone, and I would ask, would you still embark on this journey? I'm glad The answer itself doesn't matter. Listen, touch, and ponder. And therein lies the sensation. Cherish it, because that's what makes us exist. Such is the only answer if the nihility represents the primal fear of life, rendering any lofty convictions insignificant under their... Then behind this shadow, there must exist the most fervent source. Just as every life that edges closer to death fervently we must pursue that primordial light.
Now come to think that you exist in the nihility. And you... Such a task is absurd.
Nevertheless, someone had to do it. Even if it's a meaningless task. I've come to...
Even if the future you for...
It may not belong to me, but it definitely belongs to someone.
In that case, allow me to please. Perhaps my existence will vanish in the next, but I believe in this universe.
For me, some things are difficult to recall. Such is memory. I remember that marks the start of my journey. The origin of the vibrant red hue in my life. That's my name. Raiden. Bozen Mori. May. The Golden Dream is getting restless. In the coming long nights, I'm afraid you will face many setbacks and witness many tragedies. And in the end, you will only see in black and white. But please believe me, that in that monochrome world, there will be a glimpse of fleeting red. And when you make a choice, it will appear once more. What you must do is ponder its significance, then return to the waking world.
That's where we all find our answers.